Good afternoon YouTube and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am back on my jump bike for the first time since dislocating my shoulder about a month ago. I have a full summer of shows coming up very soon, so it's very important that I start preparing and actually get some time in on this bike and know what where I can push to with my shoulder whilst doing tricks and things. What better place to test it all out than a pump track? These things are really good even when you're in 100% shape. I see it as the gym of the mountain biking world, and most of all they're good fun. So let's quit the talking and get on with some laps. I'm stoked to get on this bike, man. That was sick. An important skill that I need to practice and make sure that I've got dialed whilst riding this bike, doing shows and things, is the manual. There's two really long straights here with some rollers, which is a perfect way to test your balance, which is what I'm about to do right now. The next thing that I'm going to be testing is just general bike control and balance. Pump track's perfect because you can do little jibs like foot jams and tyre taps, so we're going to have a little play right behind me. Manual in. Okay, so we're now into the foot jam hops, spinning. Oh my god, it's going to be scary to go back in, backwards. But we're going for it. Woo. Yeah, feels like I've never off the bike. Let's step it up even more with a 5 tap followed by foot jam whip. That was so close. I could hear your feet scurrying behind me. Feels good though. That 270 on that hip is one of the best feeling things, or one of my favourite things to do on a bike. Just going backwards like that through the air feels sick. Tail whip. Tail whip and a bar spin actually out the fly out, because they scare me a little bit. Well, they're going to be interesting to try because with both of them, the tail whip you're doing it with your arms, so obviously your shoulder's moving, and bar spin you're pushing. Let's give it a go, see how we get on. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Bar spin regular, fine. Let's try opposite now. That works fine too. All these tricks are coming back. Tail whip. Perfect, straight to pedals. Whew. So far though, I've not really used the pump track for what it's actually for. I've just been using it as a bit of a street skate park obstacle. And this one actually has some really cool transfers and lines, so I'm going to hit some of them right away. Not much stopping distance there, but that was a sick little run. The thing I like about this place, especially today with my arm, is that, like I said, on big jumps, big impacts, or like where you're pushing through and like really like this, the shoulder's going to be really vulnerable, which I'm scared about. But here, there's some quite long jumps, but the lips are really flat, they don't really send you too high. They're just real friendly and tame, which, to get back into the flow of things and remember the feeling of the bike, and to build your confidence again, this place is the absolute dream. We're going to head over there, do a few tech lines, and then we're going to move into town for a little bit of a street session. Nice. Right, what we're going to do now is end the session here. We're going to move into town and do some street riding. But it's been so good here. I think all of you that have had injuries and ride will agree that it's not even the pain or anything you go through with the injury, it's the time off the bike. Well, it is for me anyway. To get back on this bike feels sick. Let's go get some street sessions on the go. For those of you that don't know what the cardigan is, I'm about to pick my bicycle up without using my hands. It's not a very high impact trick, but it's a very important one to do when you're riding street. Nice, dialed. The next thing we're going to do is behind you guys right now, there's a bomb drop. I'm going to send it. Right, we're ready for takeoff. 3, 2, 1. Woo! They're sick, acid drops, I love them. They get the blood pumping every go. Let's move into town and find some more spots to shred. We've moved deeper into town and we're at the wall ride. This is going to be a really good, well actually it's a really good feature to ride. Let's give it a go and see how it feels. It does feel okay. It's a little bit, it's definitely the hardest, weirdest impact I've had since being back on the bike. But it's good fun. I think I can launch quite high out of it, so I'm going to come really quick and send it. That's scary to push that. I'm scared of hitting that fast. I mean, I'm happy. It's given me confidence, but I do know the limits of what my arm will take. And you're hitting that with some force and you're landing with quite a lot of force. But behind me, you can actually ride behind these bike locks. Let's go do it. Woo! Wall ride central. It's so good. It's cool because it's not that steep, so for learning wall rides, it's absolutely perfect. I think what I'm going to do is try some tricks on the flat because I love doing that and it makes for some cool footage. Woo! One banged it. I think sometimes having time off, you actually ride better than when you ride every day and practice all the time. Let's now move the final experiment of the day for the arm. Let's go and find a big stair set that we can drop to flat because that is going to be the ultimate test to see how much it can take, how much impact she's got. We're at BK9, this is the biggest, most famous stair set around where I live. The BMXers love sending it off of it, I love sending it off of it. However, today it's purely just a strength test. Dropping stairs on a hardtail with over 100 psi in your forks and 70 psi tyres, you're going to land with a fair bit of impact. So it's a good way to test what the shoulder can take. I'm a little bit nervous, but also excited because I do like this weird landing flat stuff, a bit like this clip that I'm going to put in right now. Let's get up there and send it down these steps. I was a bit nervous, if I'm honest. I was a little bit nervous of that. When I got to the edge, I was like, oh, I can remember how hard the impact is. But it did hold up good. It didn't even hurt, which is good. On that note, that is the end of the video, and I've had such a good session today. It's been so much fun. It was good to get back on the jump bike. It was good to test where I'm at with the shoulder in relation to strength and what it's capable of. I have a full summer of shows coming up which I didn't want to miss out on. So I've given it a real good test and I know where I stand now. Hopefully in the next video I'm going to be able to get into the skate park where I'll be able to do some flips and some big air tricks, which I'm looking forward to because it's been a while since I've done them. Anyway, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, leave some comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.